Greetings children. Today we will study further about the different types of asexual reproductions. The first one we need to study is about fragmentation. Fragmentation in Spirogyra. Spirogyra is a green alga. Okay, it's a green alga which is unbranched but filamentous in nature. It has got a ribbon shaped chloroplast. Now this is the chloroplast. It looks like DNA as per you feel, but it is the chloroplast that is visible, and the DNA is supposed to be inside the nucleus. This is the nucleus. Okay, and what happens is, by nature, these organisms, they break down. They break at certain regions to form fragments. ये छोटे छोटे pieces बन जाते हैं. ये हर एक पीस को हम फ्रैगमेंट बोलते हैं. फिर बाद में जाकर हर एक जो इसका फ्रैगमेंट है, इसका जो पीस है, it develops into an entire new individual. So this is how fragmentation takes place. Development of a new organism from a small fragment, from a small pigment, from a small piece is called as fragmentation in Spirogyra. Okay children. Next topic is about regeneration in planaria. Now you can look at this diagram of your NCERT. Here this is planaria. Planaria is a flat worm belonging to the phylum Platyhelminthes. This planaria, okay, it breaks down into small pieces as you see here in this diagram, and each one is made up of certain special cells. So the end is made up of special cells. This is a tissue now. It's not as in fragmentation, the cells separated. Here the tissue is separating, and these special cells have the capacity to again reform the new individual. So the new individual is again regenerated this way. New one is formed. From this part, this is regenerated, and from the lower one, the upper part is regenerated. And this is how new organisms are produced. So this is in the case of planaria. Okay children, let us see budding in hydra. Now this is hydra, a coelenterates. It is an aquatic form of organism. This is the foot of the hydra, and this is the body. This is the upper part, anterior part with the tentacles. ये tentacles होते हैं. Tentacles के end में poison secreting glands होते हैं. नीडोब्लास्ट आपने पिछले साल पढ़ा होगा. ओके, अंदर एक गैस्ट्रोवास्कुलर कैविटी होती है. अब इस हाइड्रा में जो लोअर पार्ट है, लोअर वाला हिस्सा है जो, वहाँ पर एक छोटा सा बल्ज आता है, और वो छोटा सा बल्ज जो है, अभी तो मैं इसको बल्ज बुला सकती हूँ. स्लोली बाय स्लोली इट विल डेवलप इनटू अ बड. सी, अ स्मॉल मिनिएचर हाइड्रा, वी कैन कॉल इट द बड एज अ मिनिएचर हाइड्रा. मिनिएचर का मतलब ही स्मॉल होता है. A miniature hydra, a bud is formed from the lower part, and this bud slowly will develop into a new individual called hydra this way. This will detach ultimately from its parent. ये अलग हो जाएगा, नीचे गिरेगा और एक खड़ा हो जाएगा, and it will develop into a new separate individual organism. This is called budding in hydra. Budding in hydra. Okay children. The next is budding in yeast. Although it is a part of your practical, but I have just included so that you understand. In yeast, the division is unequal. Okay, now a small bulge arises, which later develops into a bud. Now this is yeast. It has developed a small bulge. Then what will happen is the nucleus will divide to form two nuclei, as we see. This is karyokinesis, due to which one nuclei will shift into the small bud, into the bulge. जब इस बल्ज के अंदर छोटा सा न्यूक्लियस आ जाता है, तब हम इसको बल्ज ना बोलकर बड बोलने लगते हैं, क्योंकि अब इसके पास न्यूक्लियस आ गया है. एंड देन स्लोली बाय स्लोली इट विल अंडरगो साइटोकाइनेसिस and separate from the parent one. It can separate, it can also form many more buds. That is, the chain of buds can also develop from it. This is how it is. Okay, and each one will separate and they will develop into a new individual. This is in the case of yeast, budding in yeast. Children, I have included one topic called advantages of asexual reproduction. What are the advantages? It involves only a single parent. It doesn't require any mate. The offsprings that are formed are genetically and morphologically similar. सो अगर एक ऑर्गेनिज्म बहुत अच्छा है तो उसके जैसा ही दूसरा ऑर्गेनिज्म बनेगा. क्विक मोड ऑफ रिप्रोडक्शन, simply process of division, mitosis and amitosis. A single parent may produce large number of offsprings. These are the advantages of asexual reproduction. There are certain disadvantages also. Now what are the disadvantages of asexual reproduction? There is no mixing of genetic material, hence no variation will occur. It shows no role in evolution, okay, and rapid multiplication. Due to rapid multiplication, it causes overcrowding. These offsprings have low ability to change according to environment, hence their chance of survival is also comparatively very less. I hope this is clear, children. Next topic we need to study is vegetative propagation. Now, what is vegetative propagation? It is a type of asexual reproduction that occurs in plants. जो प्लांट्स में असेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन होता है तो हम इसको वेजिटेटिव प्रोपगेशन कहते हैं. ये बहुत सारे हैं, आपके टेक्स्ट में दिए हुए हैं. इनमें से मैं जो आपको पढ़ाने जा रही हूँ वो है ट्यूबर्स. ट्यूबर में अंडरग्राउंड स्टेम होते हैं ये ट्यूबर्स. ओके, अंडरग्राउंड स्टेम्स होते हैं जैसे कि पोटैटो है फॉर एग्जांपल, एंड इनमें नोड्स और इंटरनोड्स होते हैं. देखो अगर ये पोटैटो है फॉर इंस्टेंस, अगर ये पोटैटो है, इट इज़ नॉट हैविंग एनी प्रॉपर शेप. You can find some dots on it. This is how they are. These are nothing but the node. Okay, and the distance between two nodes is the internode. Any structure which has nodes and internodes is called as a stem. So it's a stem. Okay, children. And what we find is, here there are certain scale leaves around it, and on these nodes the buds will arise, adventitious buds. Adventitious buds arise on the nodes. Okay, and those adventitious buds will give rise to a new individual. Tubers store starch. वैसे तो अंडरग्राउंड जितने भी स्टेम्स हैं ये सब स्टार्च स्टोर करते हैं. They store starch. Okay, children. This is about vegetative propagation. First one which we studied is tuber. One more given in your text is about layering. Now what is layering basically? These plants that undergo layering are called suckers. इसमें मिंट का एग्जाम्पल आता है, पुदीना का, क्राइजेंथेमम का आता है. ठीक है, ये स्लेंडर अंडरग्राउंड स्टेम्स हैं जो कि बेंड करके सॉइल के अंदर चले जाते हैं और वहाँ से फिर से नया प्लांट बनता है. Let us look at this example of mint or chrysanthemum. If this is a plant and these are its branches, we find that one of its branch will slowly grow towards the soil, enter the soil, it will enter the soil, okay, and then it will even come out, develop roots, adventitious roots at one point, and धीरे धीरे इस parent plant से कट के अलग हो जाता है, and this becomes a daughter plant. We'll continue in the next video tomorrow.